My husband, he cheated on me! I wiped the sweat off my forehead as those gross pictures of them haunted my brain like a cursed slideshow. You don't get to quit, Claire. Right. I had to make him regret every little thing he did to me. Big time. Hey, I'm Claire, 18, from Oklahoma. Wait, what are you staring at? Oh, those shiny things are just my trophies for best cheer captain ever. No biggie. Don't judge though. This body is not what it used to be. Back in the day, I was that girl. Head cheerleader, student council VP, with parents who were both kinda a big deal. And I was dating Louis, the school smoking hot football star. We were the power couple. But here's the catch about being on top. When you fall, you fall. So I quit cheer, married Louis, and became a mom to the cutest little bean ever. But slowly, things started changing. My body felt different. I hadn't taken care of myself in forever. Gradually, Louis came home late and he also got distant. And don't even get me started on the way he smiled at his phone like it was his new soulmate. Who are you texting?
Just work stuff. Don't stress.
Okay, that was straight up cap. My girl instincts were screaming. One night while Louis was showering, I saw his phone sitting on the table, just chilling there, and I couldn't stop myself. Check it. He's hiding something juicy. Girl, please. He's exhausted from work. I tried to unlock it. No luck. But then, ding, a message popped up. From Amber? The text was pure vomit as they were straight up flirting. Amber? As in the Amber from high school? She's my high school rival who hated my guts just because I was always one step ahead of her. I tried so hard not to explode when Louis walked back out of the bathroom. Of course, I needed receipts. So, I turned on my spy mode and followed them to some super quiet cafe. I lost to her in high school, but now I've got her husband.
She's changed. It's not my fault.
Exactly. It's not like you begged her to sacrifice everything. But seriously, what are you waiting for? Just leave her already.
Chill. Her family hyped up my image so I can land a top job. Once I get it, I'll be loaded. And I'll spoil you with all the luxury stuff you want.
Aw, my king. Son of a biscuit. Louis didn't love me. He just used me. I stormed over, snatched Amber's drink and splash, right in her perfectly powdered face. Louis looked like he saw a ghost. Before he could even open his mouth, I shocked him in the jaw. Down he went. That serves him right. Ow! Something bit me on the butt. Ugh, mosquito alert. Almost blew my cover. But whatever, game on. If they thought I'd stay down, they were about to be so wrong. First step, I needed a glow up. A major one. So I looked up gyms in town. Time to take back my power. I opened the door and, whoa mama, chiseled back, shoulders like he bench pressed planets. Dude looked like a Marvel character. Not me almost reaching out to touch. Wait, hold up. Noah? Is that you?
Claire?
Noah used to be this shy, nerdy guy a couple of years older than me. He sat in the back, always got picked on for being quiet and bookish. I stood up for him once when some jerks were messing with him. You've changed so much.
So have you, Claire. I thought you were living your happily ever after, marrying that guy.
And that was it. I lost it, full on sobbing right there in the gym. I hadn't told anyone. I'd bottled it all up for way too long.
He's trash. I'm sorry. Seriously. Okay, listen. I'll help you. We'll fix this.
Noah owned the gym now. Can you believe that? He leveled up hard. And honestly, I was proud of him. Now it was my turn. He trained me through every brutal workout. No excuses, no quitting.
You're really gonna let Louis run off with Amber like that? Not even mad?
I hate them! And then he printed out pics of Louis and Amber and taped them all over the gym walls. Seriously? I mean, talk about brain rot fuel, but okay, it weirdly worked. I cranked out hundreds of push-ups like a beast.
Oh, you're killing it, Claire!
That night, I came home and saw Louis sprawled across the couch.
You're late. You can't just leave our kid with a nanny all day. Where were you?
I didn't even know how to look him in the eye after what I saw.
I'm talking to you. Are you deaf? You didn't even make dinner.
I was feeding our baby, changing diapers, putting them to sleep, while you sat here whining that I didn't spoon feed you like it's the frigging 1950s? Are you for real, Louis? I cooked dinner plenty of times, but you kept coming home late without a word. Didn't you say I'd be your queen if I married you? Ugh, look at you now. I walked straight to my room and slammed the door. My baby didn't need to hear that mess. The next day at the gym, I still felt heavy. Not in my body, but in my heart. My baby deserved happy parents, not two people fighting like enemies who barely even talk.
Sounds like you need an outlet.
Like journaling?
Nope, try podcasting. Sometimes strangers are the best listeners. Just speak from the heart. You're one of the strongest girls I've ever met.
So he helped me set up my phone, an anonymous podcast to get so many things off my chest. Noah was right. People actually listened. They backed me up and told me I didn't need to stay stuck in a toxic mess. Then one morning after the gym, I came home and found Amber in my house. How dare she step into my space? Oh, hey, Claire. Miss me? Your hubby and I were just talking about you. Ew! Is that sweat? Ugh. So you're going to the gym now? Girl, don't even bother. With all that chub, it might take you, what, years? Face it, the cheer queen's been dethroned. I swear, I was 1 second away from launching her out the window. But Louis pulled her away. After that, I hit the gym every single day. With Noah's help, I didn't just lose weight. I glowed all the way up. Sure, I was still cute back when I was chubby, but now, the cheer queen was back, baby.
You ready?
Born ready. I hadn't seen Louis since that day. He stopped coming home, like, completely forgot he even had a 1-year-old kid. Honestly, that worked out perfectly for my plan. Then out of nowhere, my phone rang while I was out. Classic Louis, always full of surprises. He had left the divorce papers on the table, signed his side already. Amber even called to brag that he got the job, and she'd be his secretary, soon-to-be wife. So, sign the papers and free him already. Yeah, that used to hurt a lot, but that was months ago. Now, I was built different. That night, I went live on my podcast and spilled everything. How my husband lied, cheated, and straight up used me. This time, I dropped his real name. Social media exploded. But trust me, the real drama hadn't even started yet.
You're fire, Claire. But tell me honestly, are you still doing this just to get revenge?
I thought so, but nah. I'm doing it for me now.
Huh, I'm proud of you.
I smoothed down my dress. It hugged my curves perfectly. And Noah offered to drive me to Louis's fancy new job party. Inside the ballroom, Louis was soaking up the spotlight. Amber was stuck to his side like glitter glue, thinking she had it all. Money, status, my husband. The moment I walked in, every eye in the room turned to me. Even Louis. He looked completely stunned. Like his brain just hit a loading screen. I walked straight toward them. No freaking way. Remember me?
Claire, you look incredible.
I always did. What the heck are you doing here? Go home. The crowd started whispering. Then, spotlight hit us. Perfect timing.
Hey everyone, it's fine. She's my wife. Just, family stuff.
You sure? Because your little side chick told me to sign those divorce papers. The ones you already signed. I pulled them out and signed right there. Wait, is this the guy from the podcast? The cheater?
Yo, that's Louis?
The murmurs got louder. Louis looked like he wanted to melt through the floor.
That's him, alright.
Noah showed up in a full suit, and dang, he looked good. Wait, what? What was he doing here?
Oh, so that's it. You were seeing this guy behind my back.
You really gonna stand there and play the victim?
Look at him. He's her trainer. He probably seduced her to get my money.
But nobody was buying it. People were avoiding eye contact. Awkward silence everywhere.
You're digging yourself a hole, Louis. What? You think you matter here? Who even are you? Oh, right. I forgot to introduce myself.
He handed Louis a business card. Louis read it, froze.
The company you just got hired at, that's mine.
That line hit me. Noah was the CEO of that massive company? He never mentioned it, not even once.
You never asked. You're fired, Lewis. And to be crystal clear, because of your shady behavior, you're now blacklisted. No one's hiring you, ever.
He took my hand and we walked out like it was the finale of a Broadway show. Lewis was still sitting there on the floor, looking like yesterday's soggy fries. Wait! Wait! Hey boss! I always knew Lewis was trash. I only did what I did to help Claire realize she deserved better. Cross my heart. So, you wouldn't happen to be looking for a new secretary, would you?
Sorry, I don't need anyone else but her.
We drove off, and after a while, Noah pulled over by this quiet little bridge. So, what you said back there, what did you mean?
Claire, you're honestly the most amazing girl I've ever known. Always.
I stepped out of the car. My heart was doing flips. Was he saying what I think he was saying? But I had a kid now. My life was different.
You once protected me, remember? Let me do the same for you and your little one.
Time passed. My blog turned into a thing. Women from everywhere started sharing their stories, finding their voices, standing up for themselves. It was beautiful. Life was finally feeling right. Noah still came by every single day. Okay, I haven't said yes to his confession yet. I'm taking it slow. I need to know it's real. My last relationship taught me a lot. Next time, I'm picking someone who's not just good to me, but who'll be a good dad too.
Today was supposed to be the happiest day of my life. I'd finally gotten my prestigious art degree, but when I glanced over at the empty seats, my heart sank. I'm really sorry, Emma. I didn't know your parents are gone. Oh, no, it's not that. They're just... Right then, the auditorium doors flew open and in walked my parents, strutting down the aisle in designer suits that screamed luxury. In their hands was a giant graduation gift box. Everyone around me was buzzing with excitement about my trillionaire parents, urging me to open the box right there on stage. But when I did, it was empty. What?
That's what you'll earn if you keep chasing this mediocre passion of yours. See? Nothing at all.
This is the last time we're warning you. I could hear the whispers spreading through the audience. My eyes stung as humiliation and anger washed over me. I will never forget this day! I'm Emma Turner, from a family obsessed with success. My dad's a top-notch lawyer and the CEO of the biggest law firm in the city, Turner & Associates. My mom is a powerful judge, and my brother, Ryan, is a rising star in Dad's firm, following the family legacy. Even though my parents are loaded, I never got to own a single doll. No Barbies, no teddies. Don't waste your time on such nonsense. I learned to read before I turned 1, and by age 3, I was already diving into law books. My only escape was a set of crayons. In other words, I loved to draw. Growing up, my life was planned down to the tiniest detail. I went to elite schools, mingled with high-profile kids. My grades were stellar, making my parents proud, but it was never enough. They even signed me up for classes with people decades older than me.
Build a strong foundation. One day, the firm will be yours and your brother's.
Ryan was always pumped about Dad's speeches. Me, not so much. I did everything they asked, but I kept my true passions hidden in my tiny secret room. There, I filled the walls with my own paintings. Sometimes I'd illustrate one of Dad's trials. The stray cat in the neighborhood became a regular model. And sometimes, I'd paint out my anger towards my parents. No, stop! Those are my creations!
Emma, sweetheart. You know art is just a hobby.
Dad's voice was calm as he ripped down my paintings. You need to focus on your future as a lawyer. You can't waste your talents on doodling. I looked at Ryan hoping he'd step in, but he just stood there biting his lip. He was too scared to stand up to our parents. That was when I made my decision. I gathered all my ruined drawings and sent them to a prestigious art school overseas, hoping for a scholarship. I knew my parents wouldn't give me a dime to chase my dreams, so I started looking for a job. But it wasn't as easy as I thought. No one wanted to hire a 15-year-old for office work, even though I'd been doing that stuff since I was 10. So I ended up dressing as a mascot at a park selling rainbow-colored lollipops. I even had to dodge my elite school friends a few times. If they found out, the world would find out. One day I came home and they were there. Mom, Dad, and Ryan sitting in the living room. I could feel the tension. On the table was a white envelope with my name on it, stamped with the logo of one of the most prestigious art schools abroad.
Good news and bad news. Which one do you want first?
My heart sank. I knew what was coming. The good news is, you got the scholarship to your precious art school.
And the bad news? Go ahead. You say it.
I won't be allowed to go. Clear this away. She slid the envelope toward me. I'd waited for it for over 3 months, but now I couldn't even feel happy. I'm going. Silence fell over the room after my bold statement. Dad clenched his fist, crushing his teacup in anger.
Emma,
Dad signaled for Ryan to stop. He looked like a volcano about to erupt.
You're about to graduate law school, and you want to throw that all away?
Yes, because I can't keep living my life for you. In his fury, Dad raised his hand ready to slap me, but he stopped.
Law or art? If you leave, don't expect to come back.
I choose art. I'm leaving. Mom started crying as I ran to my room, throwing my things into a suitcase. Ryan handed me some cash and hugged me tight, holding back his own tears.
call me if you need anything.
That day, I left home without looking back at my parents. I left to chase my dream. Living abroad wasn't easy. I rented a tiny apartment just big enough for a bed and an easel. When I wasn't at school, I painted on the streets trying to sell my work to tourists. Some days, I made enough to buy more paint. Other days, I barely had enough for a bowl of ramen. But still, living with my passion was incredible. Sometimes I sent my paintings back home to my parents. They never replied, but Ryan stayed in touch.
They've hung your paintings all over the house.
He tried to cheer me up, but from the photos my parents posted on social media, I knew the paintings were probably just stashed away in some dusty corner. 5 years flew by and I finally graduated with honors. But no matter how far I went or how much I improved, there was still one thing I desperately wanted, something I knew I might never get: my parents' approval.
If you don't return to law immediately, consider yourself disowned.
How could they say this? In front of everyone?
We'll do whatever it takes to save your future.
That day, I swore I'd never forget. I came back home. With the savings I'd scraped together over the years, I rented a small art gallery downtown and started living there too. I worked tirelessly, staying up late every night to set up the gallery. Ryan dropped by occasionally to lend a hand and take me out for food I hadn't been able to afford in ages.
It breaks my heart to see you struggling like this.
Just wait. Soon my gallery will be packed with red sold stickers on every piece. You better get ready to bid on my art. But reality hit hard. The grand opening came, but people just walked by, not even glancing inside. When the door finally swung open, I rushed to meet the guest, only to find a shabby-looking man.
Is this where the free food is?
I nodded, disappointed. By the end of the day, I took all the food and gave it away to the nearby homeless. 3 weeks went by, and I'd only sold enough art to cover basic living costs. Bills started piling up: rent, utilities, marketing. One night, I was slurping instant ramen in the dark after they cut my power, tripping over canvases and crashing to the floor. Ugh, I was only 1 day late with the bill! The next morning, I woke up to find my bank account flooded with money. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, enough to cover everything. Confused, I called Ryan.
It's for Mom and Dad. They don't want you buried in debt.
There's a catch, isn't there?
They want you to come back, finish law school, and join the firm.
I stared at my phone, heart pounding. Doubts crept back in. I'd never regretted my choice, but...
Hello?
Startled, I saw a young man standing outside my gallery. Dressed sharply, he looked like he genuinely wanted to see my art. He was my first real visitor of the day. I hoped he'd bring more than what I expected.
I'm John. I've been following your work online for a while. They're incredible. I'd love to buy one, and maybe see more.
I couldn't stop talking about my art as I showed him around. My excitement hit the roof when I learned he was a well-known art critic. John bought most of my paintings. For the first time in years, my heart felt light, but the joy didn't last long. A week later, I was served with a court summons. Someone had accused me of plagiarism. I sat there, struggling to process it. The plaintiff was a famous artist I'd admired for years, someone who had deeply inspired my work. At the hearing, my heart sank even further. The plaintiff's attorney was none other than my own brother, Ryan. I looked at him, but he wouldn't meet my eyes.
The plaintiff alleges that Miss Emma Turner copied their signature style, attempting to pass it off as her own. Miss Turner has attended the plaintiff's exhibitions for years and has acknowledged their influence on her work. Yet, somehow, her recent pieces show a striking resemblance to the plaintiff's style, which is grounds for this lawsuit.
The paintings I'd sent home started flashing on the big screen. Those pieces, tossed aside in storage, were now being used against me.
Furthermore, her early works didn't sell, and her gallery has been financially struggling. The plaintiff believes these circumstances clearly indicate a motive for the alleged plagiarism.
I couldn't believe the cruel irony. How could my own brother dig up my failures and paint me as a thief? Our eyes met briefly, and in that fleeting moment, I thought I saw a hint of pain in his gaze. The first hearing ended without a decision, and Ryan walked past me without a word. Why? Why would you do this to me?
It's nothing personal, Emma. It's just the law.
I realized then that my family's priorities had never been about protecting what's right. They'd cared about money and power, not truth or justice. For the first time, I knew my choice had been the right one. I had to fight, not just for my art, but for myself. That night, John showed up again. He'd heard about the lawsuit. We had dinner together and he encouraged me to keep going. The final trial arrived, and I froze when I saw my parents sitting in the front row. Tears pricked my eyes. It had been months since I'd last seen them. But when I saw John, my nerves settled. He was there as my witness. I took a deep breath as the trial began.
The plaintiff has used this tactic multiple times before. He sued other artists, accusing them of plagiarism. He always hires a top lawyer to win the case, then enjoys the settlement money.
Yes, I admired the plaintiff's work, but I didn't steal anything. Art grows. It grows with us. My paintings reflect my own journey, not anyone else's.
I'll put my own reputation on the line to vouch that Emma's work is 100% original.
Coming from someone as respected as John, his testimony tilted the scales in our favor. Together, we highlighted the distinct differences in style between my work and the plaintiff's. The trial dragged on for over 2 hours before the plaintiff started to get nervous and tried to withdraw the lawsuit, calling it a misunderstanding. But I refused to let another artist face this alone like I had. I won the case and my heart soared. My parents left without a word, but Ryan stayed behind.
I'm sorry. I took this case thinking it would bring you home. But now I see how strong you are and how happy you are with your choices. You did amazing, little sis.
It's okay, Ryan. I understand. And thank you.
I'll talk to them. They'll come around, eventually.
After the lawsuit, my name gained recognition. With John's help, my gallery became busier than ever, and I sold more paintings each day. Eventually, I saved up enough to buy a home of my own and moved out of the gallery. And to top it all off, John asked me out. One afternoon, Ryan came to visit looking like he had some good news.
You'll never believe what I just saw.
He pulled out his phone and showed me a candid photo. They really hung up my paintings?
Yep, and they've been sitting there for hours, just looking at them. They even bought every article about your achievements. They're so proud of you.
My eyes blurred with happy tears. After everything, I realized how much I'd grown. And here's the thing. Don't wait for anyone's approval to believe in your talent. Shine as who you are. Ready or not, I'm coming to find you. If I tag anyone, they're gonna be it next. Ouch! Holy mama! My Dior dress! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Here, let me help you. Don't you dare touch my dress with your grubby hands, you! Just then, I hear the nearby crowd start to whisper. Everyone's paying attention to us.
Let it go. It's just a dress. A wash will clean it right up.
The foster home goddess didn't do anything wrong. That other girl is just nasty. I'm sorry, Get lost! Don't play saint! You're so fake! She's so mean. I was just trying to help. Hello, MDA audience. I'm Amelia. About the foster home goddess? What a weird title, right? But it's true. They started calling me that a few months ago. People started to know me after a short video posted online about the city's mayor financially supporting the foster home where I lived.
This girl is so beautiful. She looks like a goddess. The foster home goddess.
There you go. That's how the title started, but I don't feel proud or anything. If anything, it's a hassle.
Amelia, let's go home. The mayor will be visiting us soon.
Oh, right. Let's head back. When we got back, the mayor was about to make a speech on the podium. Why are you late? I have important news. Mr. Cooper decided to...
I've decided to adopt Amelia.
Wait, what? Did I hear that right? Am I being adopted by Mr. Cooper? He's the kindest and most genuine person I've ever met.
Come here, sweetheart. I hope you'll be very happy in your new home.
And just like that, I followed Mr. Cooper, who was now my dad, to my new home. Why would you clean my room without permission? Don't dare piss me off again.
Calm down, Evelyn. Sit down and let me introduce my daughter.
our eyes met, I knew there would be a lot of trouble ahead. Evelyn, that annoying girl from the park, is Mr. Cooper's daughter? We had a feud, and now we're going to live together in the same house? I'm going to lose my mind! What's this?
Evelyn, mind your manners. This is Amelia, and from now on, she'll be living with us.
You just do whatever you think is right. I have my own life. It's best we don't interfere with each other. Fake.
My apologies. She doesn't mean to be like this.
After unpacking, I walked around to get familiar with my new house. I passed by a room with an open door, where there were lots of large pictures hanging. It was Evelyn with a woman. Turned out it was a family photo, but Mr. Cooper's face was heavily scribbled with red ink. Why would she... As I picked up the diary, I discovered it was just like me, Evelyn was an abandoned child. In the following days, I tried to start a conversation with Evelyn, but she always ignored me. Faker! Moving homes meant I had to transfer to a new school and be in the same class as Evelyn. I set a goal to make friends with her. Standing in front of the large school gate, I took a deep breath and stepped in. I saw the cheerful students sitting below. They seemed very friendly, waving at me. Allow me to introduce y'all to Amelia, our goddess. Honestly, I was surprised by Evelyn's action and attitude. Was there some sort of magic potion that changed her attitude overnight? Hello, Amelia!
You two seem really close, huh?
Evelyn led me back to a seat and pushed me gently down onto the chair. Spotted the chaos we just caused. Mr. Cooper, my dad, was informed about the whole situation. About our squabbles and the fight in class and how Evelyn was the one who started everything.
You're grounded for 2 weeks for embarrassing me.
What about Amelia?
The principal has already briefed me. You and your rambunctious friends are all suspended for 2 weeks. We're just lucky the press hasn't gotten wind of this.
That's not fair! I hardly ran into Evelyn the following days, even at home. She'd holed up in her room and seemed to avoid me. I really didn't think things would take such a bad turn. 2 weeks went by and Evelyn returned to school. She became quieter. Though she still hung out with her old crew, they no longer picked on me. What was she thinking? I really wanted to know. Evelyn even started treating me really well out of the blue. Thanks.
If it had been like this from the start, wouldn't that have been nice?
I gave Evelyn a smile, and oddly enough, she smiled back at me. For the first time. Evelyn and I started to grow closer at school. 2 weeks later, both Evelyn and I signed up for the drama club. Things were going great during the first few sessions, until the third one.
Today we're learning stage fighting. It's a type of acting where it looks like you're fighting, but you're not. It's commonly used in movies.
After a while, Evelyn and I were paired up. The scenario was that of an old woman encountering a thief on the street, and we had to act out the old woman fighting off the thief, but without actually fighting. Okay, so I'll be the old woman and you'll be the thief. Deal? Deal! I was given a wig and a wooden cane. This being the first time performing in front of the class, I was pretty nervous.
3, 2, 1, action!
It's a beautiful day today. Hand over your money! What? Who? Who are you? I'm a thief. Hand over the money! Then, unexpectedly, Evelyn pushed me on my waist, causing me to jolt. Instinctively, I spun around, swinging the wooden cane into the air.
Okay, cut. That's not the script.
But Evelyn just lay there motionless, her face down. Evelyn, the teacher said we need to redo the scene. Amelia hit me! Amelia hit me for real! What? Oh my god, she's bleeding! Everyone, including the teacher, rushed over. The room descended into chaos. You'll have to let me explain. She's bleeding, don't you see? I didn't hit her, I swear. You have to believe me. No, don't hit me.
Are you doing this out of revenge?
What? I didn't...
Everyone saw what happened.
Hurry up! She needs to see a doctor! I thought we could become friends. What? But I didn't... Come on! I was immediately called into the principal's office afterward, and of course, Mr. Cooper was there. I was blamed for hitting his own daughter.
Amelia, do you have an explanation?
I didn't do...
All right. Thanks to Mr. Cooper's benevolence here, and for your own good, the school has decided not to pursue this incident.
But...
I apologize, Mr. Cooper, for this incident. You can leave now.
Although the whole thing was ultimately deemed an accident, everyone in class still isolated me. How could you hit Ellie with a cane like that? It's brutal!
We've only been friends for a few weeks. Do you intend to harm anyone else in our group?
Days later, the atmosphere in the house was still thick with tension. Mr. Cooper was caught up in his upcoming election campaign, and Evelyn and I weren't speaking anymore. I really wanted to know why she was treating me like this. I was about to break the silence when Evelyn abruptly stood up and left. Isn't there any way to break the wall between Evelyn and me? Oh! I'm sorry, I didn't know you were in there. Evelyn was clutching at her fake wound. I wasn't surprised. I knew I hadn't hurt her. I just needed an explanation from her. I know. I figured it all out. Why didn't you expose me? And what good would that do? We don't need to hurt each other. I've known your whole story. Evelyn looked at me, her eyes welling up. We're similar. We both lack family affection. But you still have a father. Appreciate that. Upon hearing me mention Mr. Cooper, Evelyn let out a bitter laugh. That man, he's not as great as you think. He's truly a fraud. What was she talking about? Was there some secret I didn't know about this family? Have you ever thought why he adopted you? I thought Mr. Cooper had taken me in out of love. But turns out, I was just a pawn in his sinister plan. Seeing that I was loved by everyone, he used me as a stepping stone to raise his reputation in the upcoming election. Follow me! I followed Evelyn and we sneaked into Mr. Cooper's office. We found a bunch of documents proving he was bribing people for votes. Documents about the foster home? Yes! If he wins the election, he'll stop funding the orphanage. He might even tear it down to build a shopping mall. So we were all just his puppets. The man I thought was kind turned out to be the villain in the story. Suddenly, the door burst open and Mr. Cooper stormed in.
What are you kids doing? Why are you meddling with my documents?
As I raised the document folder, his face turned white. He screamed and lunged at me, trying to snatch the folder. He looked as fierce as a wild animal.
Hand it over.
I threw the folder to Evelyn, and she hesitated.
Evelyn, give it to me, my dear daughter.
No! You're a fraud! You never loved me and Mom! I hate you!
You ungrateful brats!
Mr. Cooper lunged at Evelyn again, but she was quicker. We grabbed the folder and ran out of there. After we left, I asked Evelyn about her next plans. I guess I'll go to another country. What about you? I'm turning 18 soon. I'll try to earn money to support the kids at the foster home. That does make you the foster home goddess, doesn't it? Enough with the jokes. What about this? I said, raising the folder. After a long pause, Evelyn decided to turn them over to the police. Mr. Cooper had to pay for what he did to the community and his own family. Days later, we heard that everything was exposed and Mr. Cooper was arrested. I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders. I gave Evelyn a tight hug before saying goodbye. I hope she would have a beautiful life.